Welcome back to another exciting episode of Cyber Defense TV. I'm your host, Gary Malefsky, and the publisher of Cyber Defense Magazine. I have a very special guest sitting in the hot seat. We're going to talk about something so important in cybersecurity that most people forget about it, and that's why there's so many breaches. My guest is Kyle Metcalf, the CEO of Inspired eLearning. Kyle, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So, I talk to firewall vendors and encryption vendors and all this, and then we go to privacyrights.org or one of these data breaches sites, and we see 11.5 billion records stolen.
Of course.
And there's only 330 million people living here.
Right.
What are they doing wrong?
They're not being diligent, right? We talk internally in our company, we call it a security-first culture, where your emails come through. Phishing is the number one threat for employees. And people just aren't diligent. They'll click things, they'll enter their password, someone will call them and say, hey, will you give me I'm with the IT department, I need your username and password. People will give it right over the phone, and what happens is the bad guys walk in through the front door so they don't breach, right? So all of the tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars spent on all of these tools and systems and people and Knox and you name it, are worthless if your employees just hand over the keys and let someone go right in the proper way.
So social engineering 101 is your typical breach.
Yep.
Hey, click on that email I sent you. I'm the CEO, and I spoofed the CEO's email. It's a critical attachment. You've got to open it right now. And next thing you know, there's a remote access Trojan on the network, and the records are flowing to China or somewhere else.
Yeah.
What does your company do to help solve this problem?
Training. So we offer security awareness training. We also offer phishing simulation. So the way it works for us is we establish a baseline. We want to send a test out to all of your employees. It's a simple 10-question test, random questions, so we all can't get together and share the answers. And that's going to show you how smart your employees are. Your employees are your first line of defense. A lot of other companies will call them a risk or a weakness, but we really look at them as a group you need to empower to be the front line of defense. So you get your score back, you figure out sales is weak and engineering is strong and marketing is strong, wherever it is. And then we establish a baseline training. This covers everything from physical security, which means don't let someone follow you into the building that doesn't have a badge. Don't leave your password on a Post-it note under your keyboard. Don't leave sensitive documents out. To the cybersecurity side of things, which is password management, how to identify a phishing email, what is phishing, what is cryptojacking, what is smishing, what is vishing, what is USB baiting, a lot of education around.
What is smishing?
Smishing, SMS phishing.
Cool.
So text.
I'm learning something new today.
There you go.
I don't think I've ever been smished.
Yeah, good. Congratulations. Good.
But wait a minute. I know people who thought they got a text from a friend with a picture attached, and it was some kind of smishing worm. Like it was going phone to phone, getting these. So what do they do when they convince you to click the link in your phone? Does that mean the phone's getting infected?
Yeah, phone's getting infected. It may be a task. It may be an action. It could be a text from your IT department, which seems to be the setup that says, hey, we need you to send us your username and password. It could be a link to a website. I get text on my computer. So if I'm getting text on my computer, it syncs with my phone. That way, if I click something I shouldn't click, then my computer can become infected.
That's not good. And you said some other terms I haven't even heard yet.
Yeah, phishing.
Phishing.
Yeah, voicemail phishing.
Voicemail phishing.
Yes.
How does that work?
Right now, it's very popular with the IRS because it's tax season. So you receive a voicemail or a phone call. It's voice phishing, where it's usually robocall, and it will say, hey, this is Time Warner Cable. Please enter the last 4 digits of your social for an important update. Or, hey, this is your bank. We need your social security number, your account number to proceed. Punch in the number, and now they have a piece of information.
Wow. So really, the bad guys are getting smarter, and they're trying to get multiple data points on people. And it can be socially engineered, it can be through the email, it can be all these, and even now, SMS and the phone. Are there other methods that you're going to teach us today?
USB baiting.
What is USB baiting?
So I get a bunch of USB sticks, and I put something on them that virus or crypto mining software, whatever it may be, and I throw them around the parking lot. I leave them in the lobby of a hotel. I put them wherever. Yeah,
they put a lot in Pentagon City once that were the Chinese government zero-day malware.
Yep. And what do you do when you see a USB stick?
It's free.
A lot of people pick it up, stick it right in the computer.
So there's all these different ways to exploit humans, and humans have one thing they need more of, and that's security training.
It is, yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Is there anything we missed in this conversation that you'd want to share with our viewers and listeners?
Really, it's our whole mission is taking the complexity out of deploying security awareness training and empowering your employees to be the front line of defense. There are not a lot of folks that have the experience and the education to do this right. So we've taken all the complexity and all the decision making out of it and have handed over a best-in-breed security awareness training program.
Where can our viewers go to learn more about you and maybe even sign up for a trial or a webinar or something?
Yeah, we offer free trials and we'd be happy to walk anyone through it. Our website is www.inspiredelearning.com.
It's so easy. So folks, the first line of defense, training and education on what the next breach is going to be about. And we know that I've just learned smishing and vishing. These are things I didn't know, that the hackers are trying to get one step ahead of us every day. The cyber criminals, nation states, they want to steal your secrets or your data or your personally identifiable information. And if you go to inspiredelearning.com, you're going to learn a lot more. You're probably going to want to sign up today and get one step ahead of that next threat. So check them out, learn more, and we will have another great, exciting episode of Cyber Defense TV next time. So stay tuned. Thank you.